Do you want to get started with Higgsfield but have no idea which plan to subscribe to? I felt the exact same way when I first got started, because picking the wrong one will either lead you to burning through all your credits by day 2, or you'll end up overpaying for features you'll never end up using. That's why I actually tested them all, to see how far each one gets you, and by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what each one offers and which is the better match for you. So Higgsfield is an all-in-one platform, and it has 4 paid tiers: Starter, Plus, Ultra, and Business. And to answer which one actually suits you, I'm going to run a real workflow with the same prompts and settings and compare it with every single plan to show you exactly how many times you can repeat that workflow per month on each tier. If you want to follow along or try this yourself, I'll leave a link to Higgsfield in the description below. Before we can animate anything, we need a strong starting frame. And this is actually one of the things I like most about Higgsfield, because the image generation and the video generation live in the same platform. Your workflow stays clean and connected from the very first step. Now there's something worth knowing before we get into it. Not every model on Higgsfield works the same way across all 4 plans. The image model we're using today, GPT Image 2, is available on every single paid tier. So whether you're on Starter or Business, you have access to this one. Let's build our scene. From the main Higgsfield homepage, you'll see the navigation bar running across the top of the screen. Click on Image, and that takes you straight into the image generation workflow. Once you're inside, you'll see the model selector. Click on it and choose GPT Image 2. For settings, set your aspect ratio to 16:9 and your resolution to 2K. That gives us a widescreen high-quality frame that's going to hold up well once we push it into the video generator. Now for the prompt, we're building a cinematic ocean storm scene with a surfer dropping down a massive wave. I'll paste in this prompt and generate. For a quick image generation, the result is pretty impressive. The water looks realistic, his surfboard interacts with the wave in a natural way, and generally, it doesn't feel generated. It looks like a frame pulled straight from a surf documentary. The storm clouds in the background add this whole layer of atmosphere that makes this scene feel alive before we've even touched the video generator. That image cost us 7 credits no matter what plan you use. That's our starting frame, and now we're going to bring it to life. But before we do, there's something about the video side of this that most people don't realize until they've already subscribed to the wrong plan. Videos use a lot more credits to be made than images, and if you're running a workflow multiple times, that's something that stacks up quickly. Let me show you. Click Video at the top navigation bar to access the video generation tool. The model we're using for this test is Seedance 2.0, and here's the thing. While Seedance 2.0 is available on every plan, the starter plan has lower credit limits compared to higher tiers, which offer more extensive usage for high-end models. So if you're on the entry-level plan and you want to run this exact workflow, that's a wall you're going to hit. Keep that in mind as we go through the numbers. Once you're inside the video workflow with Seedance 2.0 selected, the first thing you want to do is set your starting frame. So upload the image we just generated as your reference. This is what tells the model where the scene begins, and it's what keeps the visual consistent from the still image into the animated clip. For settings, set your duration to 10 seconds, resolution to 1080p, aspect ratio to 16:9, and turn audio on. For the video prompt, we're building 2 shots, since Seedance 2 can handle multi-shot generations, so I'll paste in this and let it run. The first shot opens exactly the way I asked it to. The board is carving, the water is moving, the spray is reacting to the motion in a way that feels physical and real. It even added extra people surfing in the background, even though I didn't prompt for it. But the second shot is my favorite. The way the camera pushes into his face makes everything feel cinematic. This is a 10-second clip made with Seedance 2.0, and as I mentioned before, the amount of access you get to it varies depending on your subscription. Image generation is one thing, but for most people who want Higgsfield for professional use, they require generating videos, and Seedance is one of the best models for that right now. You could use older video models that cost less credits with the starter plan, though they won't be as good. So this is the full workflow most people use to create professional clips. And the total credit cost for this, image plus video, is 97 credits. 7 for the image and 90 for the video. That number is what we're going to use to measure every single plan, because the real question isn't what a plan costs in dollars, but how many times you can run a workflow like this one before your credits run out. And when you actually do that math on each tier, the difference between plans is a lot more dramatic than the pricing page makes it look. So now that we know that a full workflow costs 97 credits per run, let's see what each plan actually gives you. Starter is at $15 a month, Plus at $49, Ultra at $129, and Business at $71 per seat with a minimum of 2 seats. So on Business, you're looking at least $142 a month just to get started. Starter gives you 200 credits. At 97 credits per run, you get 2 runs of this workflow per month. Just 2 images and 2 videos are your entire monthly budget on this plan. Now before you write it off completely, the Starter plan is not useless. It's the cheapest paid plan Higgsfield offers, and if you're someone who just wants to get inside the platform, understand how it works, works and actually test the workflow before committing to anything bigger, this is the right entry point. You're not here to produce at scale. You're here to learn the tool and see if it fits what you're building. Also, if you're interested in just image generation with 200 credits, you'll be able to create around 28 different images with GPT Image 2, so that might be worth it for some people. Plus is $49 a month and gives you 1,000 credits. At 97 credits per run, you're looking at roughly 10 full runs of this workflow per month. 10 complete image to video cycles, all with Seedance 2.0 access, all at 1080p. For most solo creators, someone building content for a single channel, testing different visual styles, or producing a handful of high-quality clips per month, this is the plan that makes the most sense. It's not overwhelming, it's not restrictive, and the price point is sustainable for what you're getting. If you're just getting started with AI video production and you want a plan you can actually grow into without immediately hitting a ceiling, Plus is the default answer for most people. Ultra is $129 a month, and this is where the math starts to get genuinely interesting because Ultra doesn't have a single credit amount, it has multiple sub-tiers within it, which means the range of what you can do here is massive. At the base level of 3,000 credits, you're running this workflow roughly 30 times per month. At the mid-tier of 6,000 credits, that jumps to 61 runs. And at the top end of 9,000 credits, you're looking at 92 full runs of this workflow in a single month. On top of that, Ultra gives you 8 video and 8 image parallel generations. That means you're not waiting for one clip to finish before starting the next. You're running multiple at the same time, which completely changes the pace of your production workflow. The value per credit also improves significantly at this tier. You're paying more upfront, but the cost per individual run drops compared to Plus. If you're generating a lot of content, variations, different scenes, testing multiple prompts, Ultra is where the economics start working in your favor. This is the plan for serious creators and professionals who are producing consistently and need the volume to match. Business is $71 per seat with a minimum of 2 seats, which puts you at $142 a month to start. The credit structure runs from 1,500 to 4,500 credits per seat, which translates to roughly 15 to 45 runs of this workflow per month, depending on the sub-tier you're on. What you're paying for here isn't just credits, it's the shared workspace, the shared credit pool across your team, 16 video and 16 image parallel generations, and priority support. If you're running an agency or a content team where multiple people need access to the same platform and the same projects, this is the plan that makes that possible. For a solo creator, business doesn't make sense. The minimum spend is too high, and the credit per dollar ratio isn't as strong as Ultra. But for a team of 2 or more people actively producing together, it's the right infrastructure. So here's the honest verdict after running all of this. If you're brand new to Higgsfield and you just want to get inside and understand the platform, start with Starter. It's $15, it gives you enough credits to run the workflow at least twice and see what the tool actually does. Think of it as a paid trial with real access rather than a production plan. Or if you're a graphic designer and don't need access to any video models, this plan could also be satisfactory. When you're ready to actually produce content, when you know the workflow, you know what you're building, and you want to start generating consistently, move to Plus. 10 runs a month is a real working budget for a solo creator, and the $49 price point is sustainable. If you're at the point where you're generating multiple variations, testing different scenes, and you need volume to keep up with your output, Ultra is where you want to be. The parallel generation alone changes how fast you can work, and the credit range allows you to produce clips with both quality and quantity. And if you're building with a team, business is the answer. Just don't pay for seats you're not using. The move that makes the most sense for almost everyone right now is simple. Start on Starter, see how the platform fits your workflow, and upgrade from there. You're not locked in, and you're not making a permanent decision. You're just finding your footing before you commit to a bigger plan, and you can upgrade anytime. This way, you know exactly how Higgsfield's plans stack up, not just on paper, but in terms of what you can actually build with each one every single month. So if you want to get started, I've dropped the link to Higgsfield in the description below. Go check it out and see which plan fits where you are right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.